Good evening everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. My name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. And I come on every Sunday evening and do a Facebook Live where we make a card. Sorry if you were with me a few moments ago. Apparently my phone was left unplugged and it went flat. So I'm back now. Hopefully you will join me, but we're going to start again, and this is the card that we're going to make. And if I put it on my on the side, that's what it looks like, and you can write on the back there, and then when it stands up, it's not as stable as I'd like it to be, but it did stand up as being flat in my box. But I have made a change to the design. I just copied a picture that I saw on Pinterest. I couldn't find a video for it, so I just have kind of winged it, but now I've figured out a way to make that a little bit more stable. So this is using the a little Latte suite. Latte love, or a little Latte DSP that is, mostly. And that's out of the stamp set, and this is out of a different stamp set. So, right, what we're going to do is just get rid of some of these notifications on here. Okay, so we're going to start with, I've got my extra bits here, we're going to start with the card base. So I'll just move the DSP. So you need, originally when I did this it was 5 pieces, but now I've made an addition, it's actually 6 pieces. This 6th piece is actually going to be, it's not too, the measurements aren't too much of an issue. So the first one is the top part, which is this part here, is 4 by 4 1/8, so a standard card width and then a 4-inch height, and you need 2 of those. Alright, and then the bottom piece, which is these 2 pieces here, is you need 2 of those, and they are 3 by 4 1/8. So again, card width, that's actually an A5 width, so if you were to cut your full A4 in half directly, it would be 4 1/8, and then you're just cutting those pieces off that. And then you need another piece which is 4 1/8 by 2 1/2, and then I've got another piece here which is 4 1/8, and it's about an inch, yeah, about an inch and a half. And you just need a decent amount because you're going to score that in the middle, and it's just going to be used as a brace. So let's start with our top pieces. So if I put that there, can you see it? Yes. So that's got our measurements here, except I went the other way around. So it's the bottom ones, which is this one here, and then this one, it's also got your score marks. So the bottom piece is on the 3-inch side, you're going to score at 1 1/2, which is essentially in half. This one here, you're going to score at half and 3 1/2. So we're going to come down here. Actually, it's easier to do it this way. So we're going to come up to halfway here. Now you can flip it around and go down to 3 1/2, and that'll, or do a half there. Okay, oh, I've done it the wrong side. Doofus. Okay, so you want to do it on the 4-inch side. Alright, so this is my 4-inch side. So you're going to do, just showing you what not to do. I was just about to cut it. So 1/2 inch that way. Oh, that's not a half. Well, this is a complete disaster right from the start. And here I was thinking I was like super organised. I'm putting DSP over the top of that, you're not going to see it. And then I'm actually just going to rotate it around and do half. So you've got a half there and a half there. Now if you get your bone folder, and on the reverse side of the score mark, it doesn't take it away completely, but it's not as deep and it's not as noticeable. So we'll do that here. And I mean, this is the hardest part of the class, of the card, I mean. So I hope everyone's had a really nice weekend. And if you're a teacher, really nice first week of the holidays. I have had a quiet week, and on Friday a friend came up, so remember we're doing this on the 4-inch side, so we need to make sure that that's our 4-inch. So we're going to go to half. A friend came up on Friday and we spent Friday crafting. She made some birthday cards for her grandchildren, and I made some birthday cards that I sell. So there we go. Oh, what have you done? I've done it again. That's the 4-inch side. So have I done this one on the wrong side? What the heck have I done? Yes, I've done it on the wrong side. So it should go down here on this side. So I did have it the right way. Right, you know what? We're just gonna, it's not gonna line up then. Right, we'll just do it again on the other side. The amazing thing with paper is that it's pliable, and you know, if you make a mistake, you just fix it. Okay, so this way, 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch. I thought it was too easy. Alright, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. That way, that way. Right, so we're going to score these. So I need to make sure that I do the other ones the right way, because otherwise they're going to look a little bit funny. If you are watching, I'd love to know what is that from? Okay, that's going to be the inside of my card. Have I got something on here? Okay, so we have our 2 pieces this way. So this is going to be our 4 1/4. Yeah. So if I've got my 4 1/4 this way, this is our 4-inch, and so we're going to score these 2 in half at 3 1/2. That's not in half, the wrong one, at 1 1/2. And if you want to, if you have one of our trimmers, the very end of our trimmer here is actually 1 1/2 inches, so you can butt both pieces right up against it. I like to trim back towards the edge here because it kind of keeps it nice and solid, so I do that with my scoring as well. So then those 2 are in half, like so. I'm just going to burnish those score marks. Yes, so my friend made, I think, 8. So we got up Saturday morning and carried on going. And then I had a class Saturday afternoon, which was really nice because it was a miserably wet day, and it was a nice way to spend the day. Okay, next one is, this is going to be, I've made this slightly smaller because it's actually the bottom piece, and so I don't want it to come out too far. So I've made it slightly smaller, and what we're going to do here is we're going to score it half. 1 1/4, which I've just flipped it around because it was easier to hold my paper that way, and then 2, but you can do it whichever way. So essentially you're folding it you're in half and then a 1/2 inch from each side. Alright, now what I've also added into this is one more piece, which is just going to help brace the top of it, which I feel is a little bit unstable from the original design that I have. And so this piece here I've got it was an offcut, so I'm just going to make it 1 1/2, and then that will be 3/4. Alright, so 3/4. There you go. So those are all our pieces that we need. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stick the top together, and so you've got where your score lines are. The top of your card is actually one of those score lines, and you're going to glue them together. Thank you to Jill and Karen. Didn't put them on my page, she sent them to me, but she made some beautiful cards as well, so thank you for sharing your cards. Jill, I hope you had a play with the other option that you messaged me about, that I sent you the video link for. Now, because they're all scored, I'm going to pop this down so that it's nice and flat, and then I'm going to pop this, and I can just slide this up into the corner and press down. Okay, so we're just going to attach those two like that, and then these two are our base piece, so I'm going to do the same. They're going to get attached to this piece. Alright, so we're going to have our fold in a mountain fold, so it's an upward peak. I'm just going to put some tape there. Oops, that wasn't very clever, Kelley. And then another piece here. You could tape on there if you want to. It's just as easy to do it on here. So those are those two. So again, a mountain fold, pop your tape in there, take that off. So you're going to concertina this, and what you want is to have a valley, mountain valley, okay, because you want it to be able to have like a peak to sit on, if that makes sense. So you're going to fold it like that, and so this valley is going to be towards this fold here. So you're going to come in and you're going to pop that in the center. Sorry, it's just on a funny angle for me, and because I've cut it slightly shorter, just want to make sure it's centered. Alright, so we're going to center that like so, and then that is going to come there, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to close that up, pop it in there, and then this can be lined up with the corner. Yep. If that's too fiddly for you, that's totally okay. Alright, so you end up with this piece here, and I've got just a slight, I've cut it shorter. When I was making this, I left it the same, but then I actually mitered it off. So that is the bottom of our card. And then what you do next is I'm actually going to tape this so that it lines up here and on there. Alright, so it keeps it together. Does that make sense? And it just holds it up a little bit. Maybe I should go this way. Yeah, let's go that way. So a bit of tape on each side of this. Oh, Alison, I'm sorry to hear that. I did actually discover that my phone had been unplugged, and I'd put it onto charge, but it actually had been taken out of the power board. So it dropped off because my phone turned off. so I have had to restart it, so I'm sorry that you had issues. Okay, so we're going to put this as a valley fold, so the peaks are going to face each other, and we're just going to line this up in the center. And my Wi-Fi's been a bit funny today, actually. We've noticed that with the TV. I'm just going to center that in the middle there. Take that off. Remember, the fold is facing down, and then you should be able to just close that up. Alright, so you get, nope, that isn't going to work, Cal. You want it to go the other way, because it's not going to let it open. So you want it to go this way, so you want it to go up. Okay, this is what happens when you improvise, and you think you've got it figured out, but then you don't like it. So we're going to put I'm going to put it above the fold line there. Oh, okay, I left the tape on there, so let me take it off. This is like a bloopers one, Alison. You haven't really missed much. So if you're in for a, if you need a bit of a laugh today, jump back on at the beginning, because it feels like it's been a little bit of a comedy fest. A comedy of errors is what it's been. So, sorry about that, ladies. Now I've lost my tape. There it is. Alright, so let's put some more tape back on here. It's gone too far. Now remember, with double-sided tape, press really hard. Use your bone folder if you need to. Wow. It feels like a comedy of errors, but maybe it isn't as bad as I think. But I'm sure it was showing you what not to do. Just like, and it's continuing in that theme. Alright, so let's have a look at this. We want it so that it opens. So I feel like that's going to be our best plan. So we're going to put the fold on top of the fold, and we're going to pop that there. It's probably not going to work, but anyway. If it doesn't work, you just leave it how it is. See, that I feel is standing up a whole lot better than this one here. It just doesn't seem to have the same stability to keep it upright. With having this piece on here. So, oh, and that was clever. So what we're going to do now is these pieces at the bottom you're going to have, and they're going to sit in here. And what I did is, so you can see, that's how I did it. No, I didn't. Maybe that's the problem. I did it the wrong way. So if I did that and that, that might be better. See, look, this is the great thing with card making, is that you can make it up as you go. Alright, let's see. Let's see if that will stand. Look, it's not even glued up. Or it actually is supposed to go this way. So if I put it there and there. Okay, maybe it's supposed to go like that. Let's do that. So we're going to pop our tape. Serious, this is a, I should rename this video. That's called How Not to Make a Card on a Sunday Night. So I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going to put 2 layers on because I really want it to hold. Now what I have gone ahead and done, which I would say to you, don't, is actually put it all together before I've decorated it. It probably would be easier to decorate it than while it's in pieces, than now, but it's almost done, so it won't be that hard. Or that could be just another comical thing for the evening. Alright, so I'm going to take these off. Have I got both of them off? No. Decided to change my mind. Women's prerogative. So then what I've done to get this lined up, so you want it to come down here so that it's nice and stable. So you can see that it fits into that part there, so it doesn't weight too much here. So I've got it there. I've got my bottom piece now a little bit more securely fastened, and I'm just going to pop it, not quite all the way, hopefully you can see that, not quite all the way, but line it up on the sides and straight. Slightly narrower. Okay, and then press it down, and then in theory, there we go, it stands. So it did work, just took a little bit of time. So it means also it will fit in a standard envelope. The one that I was casing, or that I was copying from, or redoing my version of, was a 6x6, and as I've said plenty of times, not really a fan of a 6x6 card because I feel like postage is already so much. Okay, so that was our card base template, and this is our designer series paper. So basically it's gone down 1/4 of an inch. So I don't even know what that is. Where's my glue? Here it is. So we've got 4 pieces. Oh my goodness. No, that's only 1. 4 pieces, which are 1 1/4 by 3 7/8. So they are going down the bottom here. Okay. It's not, I promise you, Alison. If you just take out the faux pas, you'll be sweet. This part here together and this part here together will be fine. It's just getting that together. You'll be great. Okay, then I've got 2 little skinny bits there, which are 1/4 of an inch by 3 7/8, and then 2 larger pieces, which are 3 by 3 7/8. All right. So now these are slightly smaller because of that flap, and we've taken an inch off either side. So actually, so that's going to go there like that. So let's glue that. Actually, let's start from the top and we'll glue. It's going to probably annoy me because my stripes are going different ways, and hopefully it doesn't make the camera go all funny. Alright, so this DSP is from a pack called Wonderfully Eclectic, which is retiring at the end of the month, but it's a massive pack of DSP, 40 sheets, 48 sheets of 12 by 12, and my glue is like drying really quickly. It's not even that humid. Alright. 48 sheets that of 12 by 12, and you get 4 of each design. So there's 12 designs. Well, there's actually probably 24 because there's some on the back as well. So whilst it's one of our more expensive packs of designer series paper, it's definitely value for money. Okay, so if I'd thought about that, I could have left the other side back, but never mind. Kind of want it covered anyway. Now these don't continue, so I don't need to try and match them up because they were from the same piece. There you go. Yes, Karen, it is a good thing you can replay it and do it later. Yes, that is the one great thing. And actually, to be honest, when I was making all those mistakes, there was only one person. So I'm not sure if it was you or whether it was someone who's gone, ooh, nah, not hanging around for this. I'm out. So, yeah. Hopefully, you'll be able to piece together what you need to do. Alright, so this is our card. There we go. Standing up by itself, that's what it looks like on the side. And what I haven't got here, what I have got is a new stamp set called Simply Said. Hopefully, I'm going to do this as a happy birthday. Hopefully that'll fit there. Yes, it will. What colour shall we do? Let's do Fresh Freesia. Because I've done Fresh Freesia flowers. So the flowers that I've got here are also out of the Designer Series paper. Actually, let me do that again and let me have it really close to the edge here. Like that, and we'll put the lid on. No, let's see, put okay. Right, I'm just going to trim this down. And I'm going to leave, get rid of that. I'm going to leave the edge there for now because what I'm thinking is I might be able to. So I think I've mentioned this before, I'm not sure. But if you've got Designer Series paper that you've got images on the side, don't think, oh, they're a waste, I can't use them. Because you could. You use them on pieces like this. Alright, so let's use some dimensionals. These are not great ones. I think these are the ones that Heather had trouble with yesterday. The backing kept coming off with them. Alright, so I'm going to line that up with the edge of the Designer Series paper so it looks like it's supposed to be like that. Maybe pop one here, and then maybe glue that one. And then if I, because what I'm thinking is if I put that there, then I can do one and pop it here, but then you can't see that. Does that matter? Does that matter? What do we think, ladies? Does it matter that that one's hidden? That one all blue, that one all dimensional, that one all dimensional. And then I can put one on the back as well. I think that's what we'll do. And then, because I've cut them out, so I might as well use them. So let's do that one up as high as I can on the edge of that paper. And then if I have that going that way and then this there, I can put that on first. So it's a good idea if you're planning on layering things to have a play around with them and get them where you want them, because if you're going to layer flowers like this, I don't want to, actually I'll put it there, so I'm just going to put a bit of glue on here and then that's going to stick to my card, and then I'm just going to put another dimensional here. So you can use a mix of adhesives so that you, because if I had put a dimensional on there and attached it there, it would have been quite high. But But what I am going to do is just pop another one under here just to balance it a bit more. Okay, so there's my glue, and I'm going to pop it there. So my glue's on, and then I can press down and pop the dimensionals on. Alright, so then on this side I will have a white piece here that I can write on. Maybe I'll put that one down. No, it'll stop it from, oh, let's just trim it off. Let's just do that. What are you doing? Come out of there. Sorry, my puppy's just gone and sniffing around the chocolate in the cupboard that I use for my classes. Don't need him eating chocolate. How muchly? Or do I put it that way? If I cut that down just a little bit more. Then it won't interfere with, just be careful that you don't put glue too far, too high. I think it can go there, so that you don't get glue all over the rest of your project, like so. And there you go. Oops, happy birthday card. And I'll come back in, because I forgot to cut that, I'll come back and put a piece of white, and what I'll do is like this one, I've just made it a little bit smaller so you can still see the designer series paper. If you've got lots of designer series paper that you want to use up, it's a great way of doing it. I've given quite a strong edge to my card, like there's a good 1/8 of an inch there. You could make it smaller, and then you've also then using up a bit more of your designer series paper. But there, that stands up way better now that I've put this brace piece in the middle here. Okay, no worries, Lisa, that's what holidays are for, just chilling out and taking your time to get stuff done. Alright, so my measurements here, so you can do a screenshot, and then let's move this stuff out of the way. Whoops, put my bits away and then they won't be in the way. Alright, so card 1, card 2, that one I've made, it hasn't gone down as far into the crease as this one has. That one's gone right down, so it's slightly bigger, but it's still going to fit into a standard envelope, which is my key thing. Oh, that's no good, Karen. You're welcome. Like I said to, actually I need to move it down so that I've got these in, because what I'll do is once the live is over, take a photo and post it with those measurements there for you. Sorry, that was Lisa's message that I was supposed to say. That's no good. Is Fern your new one you got from Tracy, Lisa? Poor Freddie. He's been so used to being the only cat. Alright, so hopefully you give that a go. I'd love to see what you do. Pop it on my page. I'll take a photo of this and put it on my page straight away. And also just a reminder that that these will be posted on my not my Facebook page, because it's on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, along with, I was adding some videos the other day. My gosh, it's been going a long time. And I think there's like 160 videos there now. That also includes some classes that I do So I've got a Love a Latte, or let me show you that. Oh, I've gone over time. So this is a class that I'm doing. Let me just see if I can take a photo. Love a Latte class. So if you're a bit of a coffee fan, this one might be the class for you. Let me just see if I can get a good photo of that. And then I can move them out of the way. This class is a in-person or online class. So far I've got 2 people signed up, 1 online and 1 in person. And so you get a quarter pack of DSP and all the materials, which I've just dropped all over the floor, all the materials to make the cards. So if you choose, oh no, if you choose the online option, I cut all the materials. I can't send you stamped images, but hopefully you might have some stamps that you could use in place of it. I send you all the materials, and then I've got some videos. Oh, I've lost one of the cups. Got some videos that I will send you the links to on Facebook. There it is. And you can make the cards. You just need scissors and glue, basically, or some kind of adhesive. So that is card number 1, and it's one of these. I can, however, send die cuts. So what I've done is a lot of them is either out of the designer series paper, like there's a lot of designer series paper in the card, or there is die cuts to go with it. So this is our second one, and this is an easel card. So all of this, you get the gems, you get some ribbon, you get a quarter pack of designer series paper, which is in a 6x12, and then you get the card bases to go with it, and then you'll have plenty of embellishment, ribbon and designer series paper to make more cards if you're doing it at home. If you're doing it, and same if you're doing it in person, if you choose to do it at home, then I will send, and you're not close to me to pick it up, then shipping is also required on top of the class fee, which is $35 for 4 cards, plus the embellishments and things that come with it. And so this is the last one, which is just a standard card. So those are our cards. I won't be cutting the designer series paper, so you'll need something to cut with, but it means then that you can choose, you can change your colours around or mix your cards up or whatever. So that is my next class, which is on the 19th of May for in-person, and if it is online, then it will be sent to you by the 19th of May, or once you've made payment, I'll organise for it to go. And then once I've sent your kits, I will also send a link with the videos for you to watch. They will be unlisted on my YouTube for a month after the class, and then they'll be made public. So you get them for the month to be able to, because you've paid for the class. Okay, right, it's 8:15. Sorry, it's gone over the time. Mind you, I had to restart, so probably didn't start till 1:45. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you have a lovely week, and that the weather is not too crazy. And I will see you next Sunday night with another card. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye for now.